This is the sixth story in the book. It's called The Comb, and it's in my book, Tell Me a Story. And I'm going to read it. It's one of my favorite stories. This is the painting I did for the comb, and here it is in the book. Here's the story. Mama was making chopped liver. She was standing at the stove, and she had 2 pieces of light tan calf liver on top of a wire grate on the flame. The flame was high, and the juice was dripping on the fire. It smelled so good and made a sizzling sound. I couldn't wait for the liver to be cooked because I knew she would give me a little piece to taste. She had 2 eggs boiling in a pot on the stove to make hard-boiled. She had the milchol meat grinder screwed onto the white porcelain tabletop. She was cutting an onion and was crying. I said, "Mama, why are you crying? What's the matter?" "The onions are so bitter, oy," she said. She turned the liver over, took the eggs out of the water, and peeled them and put the shells in a bag to throw away. Then she cut little pieces off the yolk and liver for me as a treat. I was in heaven. The liver, the onions, and the eggs went into the milchol, and then Mama said I could turn the handle. I turned hard, and everything got mixed together and came out of the front holes like long ropes. I felt like I was making magic. Mama put some schmaltz, chicken fat, and grievenes, cooked crisp chicken fat, and salt and pepper in and stirred it all up. Then I got to taste again. It was perfect. "Mama, tell me about Grandma," I said. "What about Grandma?" "She died when you were very little, so you knew her only a little bit." Grandma and Grandpa lived in Brooklyn with Uncle Benny and Tante Reitzel. We used to visit them sometimes. One time when we were visiting Grandma and Grandpa, she said, we were all sitting on the front porch of Uncle Benny's house, and Grandma had her hair down and was combing it. Her hair was beautiful. It was very long and straight and silver. She was sitting in a chair and combing her hair with a big silver comb, the same color as her hair. You took the comb out of her hand and started combing. She let you. You put the comb at the top of her head and pulled it as high as you could reach. You pulled the comb down through her hair. Again, you put the comb at the top of her head as high as you could reach. Only this time, it got a little stuck. Again and again, the comb kept getting stuck, and you had to pull to get it out of her hair. Soon, the comb wouldn't come down all the way when you pulled it as high as you could reach. Again, you tried to pull the comb, and you pulled as hard as you could, but now it wouldn't move at all. Grandma cried, "Hey, that hurts." Somebody yelled, "Look what she did!" Grandma said, "Ay, Bashala." You started crying because you knew you did something terrible. Tante Reitzel had to go into the house to find scissors, and then she cut the comb out of Grandma's hair. She had a big hole in her hair. She had to go to the beauty parlor the next day to get a haircut. "Everybody remembers that day," Mama said, and she laughed. Look at that.